Jen Crack, welcome back. It's Mr. Dan, and we're here for episode 29 of Beginners Ulster Irish on YouTube. And normally I've been uploading these via Spotify, but I did a video last week instead, and it didn't sync over onto YouTube. So I've decided to re record it, and we're going to do it in the same format. First of all, thank you all very much, Gurmiogov, for listening to me so far. This was just meant to be a test, as I mentioned before, so I didn't anticipate actually going this far. I've reached a boundary of what I feel comfortable sharing with you, simply because I have a lot to learn myself, and like this methodology that I'm using is really hard to put into an audio format for now. But I do have ways around that. I've done a lot of learnings, I've got a lot of feedback as well, and I'd like to change the direction of what we're doing here. So I would like to now start some more conversational based Irish. So we have got to a point where I've taught you a lot of sentences that you would learn in a classroom setting to build up your conversation. We've only had one or two revisions. I'd like to start putting these in the conversational context. So with the episodes that we're going to do over the next lot of weeks, we're going to pick a scenario and we're going to use what we've learned to put them into a sentence structure suitable for a conversation. We're going to try and not use any slang or anything. We're going to stick with what we have learned, which is the proper full sentences. But I will let you know any slang that I know along the way as well. So for this episode, we're not gonna do anything too harsh. We're just gonna look at bumping into somebody in the street and passing, and what you would say. So the format on which I'm going to carry these next lessons out, I'm going to give you all of the vocabulary that I think you're going to need for the lesson up front. And then I'm going to go through how the conversation should sound back and forward with a little bit of an explanation. And then we're going to assume roles, with me being person one, you being person two. And I will leave you space for you to say it out loud and reply to me. We'll move on and we'll swap. So I will go back and be person two, and you will be person one, and that'll be us. That'll be us finish the lesson. So, on hindsight, especially after Signal and Spotify, got a little bit more feedback, and I think the method is really good. So please do your best to actually sound these out loud. And if you can't, if you're not in a place where you can do that right now, make sure you come back to the episode later on and come watch it again. And I will make sure that these are regular weekly. So you will probably find that there will be another episode tomorrow or the next day, if you're listening to this on the first or the second day that it's posted. So for this lesson, you are going to need your hellos, which is Gia Ditch, Gia Smuraditch. Remember, Gia Smuraditch is actually Gia Ismuraditch, but it's generally accepted that you shorten it when you put it all together. So Gia Smuraditch. We're not going to go into plural like Gia Div because you're just bumping into one person in the street. That's the scenario here. G'day Maratatu, and we're going to focus on some of the easiest answers, which is Tammy Gamoy, which is I'm well or I'm good, Tammy Go Bra, which just means I'm fine, and Tammy Go Hulk, which means I'm bad. You need your goodbyes, slan, and more. Okay, slan and more. It's the only ones I want you to focus on. Couple of other wee words. August to him, and yourself. August to him, and yourself. Because we're going to be in a conversation. If I ask you, how are you? And you say, I am well, I would expect you to hit me back with August to him, and yourself. Instead of August, could you more to him? You know? So, August to him. Let a hole for please, but we're not going to use this in this scenario. And Gurmiogad for thank you. And remember, singular, Gurmiogad, not Gurmiogad. That is all we need for this lesson. So the conversation's going to go just like this. Person 1 is going to say Ditch. Person 2 replies with Jace Murtich. Person 1 says G'day Martatu. And person 2 says Tommy go Why, Tommy go Bra, Tommy go Hulk. You pick whatever one you want. Then once person 2's replied, then August to Hen. And person 1 then reply with whatever their answer is. And then you just move on to goodbyes. Okay, so person 1 would say Slan, person 2 would say Slan. I recommend throwing in a thank you in there as well. So as soon as you answer back with Tommy go Why, Tommy go Bra, Tommy go Hulk, you can absolutely say Tommy go Why, Garmy Agat. August to Hen. Okay? So let's put this together. Remember, I'm person 1, so I'm going to start off by saying J Ditch. You're going to say Jace Murdich. I'm going to say J Martatu. You're going to say Tommy go whatever. Then you're going to say August to Hen. And I'm going to say Tommy go Why, Garmy Agat. Slan. And you're going to say Slan. Or Almore. Whatever one you want, okay? So, you ready? J Ditch. J Martatu. Tommy go Why, Garmy Agat. Slan. And that's us. So let's reverse the roles. But this time you're going to say hello. So you're going to start with J Ditch. I'm going to say Jace Murdich. You're going to say J Martatu. I'm going to say Tommy go Why, Garmy Agat. August to Hen. You're going to give me your answer. And then you're going to say Slan. And then I'm going to say Slan or Amor. Okay? So give me a second. I need a breather. So whenever you're ready, go ahead. Jace Murdich. Tommy go Hulk. Garmy Agat. August to Hen. Slam. And that's us. So that is the format I'm going to try and go through with these exercises. And although it doesn't seem like an awful lot, we have actually taken 2 different bits of information that you would learn in one of your first Irish classes, which is like hellos and goodbyes and how are you? And we put them together with a little bit of filler as well. You're August to Hen. And trying to remember the pleasantries as well. So we've basically taken nearly half of your first Irish lesson that you would ever go to, and we'll put it in the conversation already. And you've got to play both sides. You've got to play both roles. It's taken us just a few minutes to do that. And you've got your mouth into its memory mode where you're now starting to use the words and your tongue's making the shapes. That's the most important thing about saying these things out loud, is to get the right mouth shapes. Get your ears used to hearing the sounds coming from somebody else and from you, so you can hear yourself saying it. So again, to Bronor, I'm sorry. Gamaleskil, excuse me for being late with the episode, but this is a specially recorded episode just for yourselves on YouTube. So, Gurmi Ogav, and Slam for now.